Happening right now, one man is dead and two victims are in stable condition following a Sunday night shooting in West Point. WTVA's Ethan Foster is standing by live for us in Columbus with what we know now on the West Point shooting.
Well, Tanya, Craig, right now I'm actually live in Columbus, but for the viewers at home, I'll explain that here in just a few minutes. Of course, we have this story, this shooting out of West Point Sunday night. Now, West Point Police Chief Avery Cook says these acts of violence don't happen all the time with West Point being a small community, but that he still wants to see change in the community.
West Point being a small, friendly community, we haven't had these type of incidents happen as often as we have them here lately, and it's a trend.
One person dead and two in the hospital. Those are the results of a fatal shooting Sunday night in West Point. Just a week earlier, a woman was stabbed by a juvenile. One local man said the time to act is now.
I have a 10-year-old daughter, and I wouldn't want my daughter growing up in an environment like that to where, I see her out here acting a fool, and it's something that I know I pulled myself out of. I pulled myself out of that situation for her, because when my daughter was born, I started thinking more of a better way of doing things than just being out here in the streets. It was a better way for me. So that's why I'm saying towards these young guys, and not just the guys, you got some ladies too, young ladies too, man. We got to think more before we just go off into action and violence. We need to get more with these youth, man, and these young guys and young ladies, man, and just start doing, at least with the city, man, at least just start doing some type of events for these young guys and these young ladies, man, to get more into, and get more messages and more people to talk to them, about life. Yeah. Because right now, with the generation that's coming up now, they don't know nothing about life, man. They don't know nothing about life. They just out here.
Of course, we are following updates on that shooting out of West Point. Not very many developments with it being in its infancy. That shooting did, of course, happen late Sunday night. So we're monitoring that shooting. We're also monitoring a case here in Columbus. There was a murder investigation going on, a shooting here in Columbus Saturday night. So I talked with Interim Police Chief Doran Johnson. I'll have that interview coming up tonight at 5 and 6. But until then, reporting live here in Columbus, I'm Ethan Foster for WTVA 9 News.